Hey everybody, my name is Corey Jewett, Director of Athletic Communications here at Gettysburg College, and welcome to Bream Gym for the 2018-19 Bullets men's basketball season preview. Joining me today are senior Alec Warren from Medford, New Jersey, and junior Danny Duffy from Huntington Valley, Pennsylvania. Guys, thanks for joining me. I'm really excited to talk about the 2018-19 season. I know you guys are ready to go. The first game of the season is this weekend, so let's talk about the team's goals and expectations heading into the year. Alec, we'll start with you. So this is your last season here. We got a new coaching staff coming in. BJ Dunn enters his first season as the head coach of the Bullets. Talk a little bit about that coaching transition and also the benefit of having that trip to Italy in May as well.
Yeah, excited to be here. Thanks, Corey. So the new transition with obviously the change in the coaching staff has been smooth so far. We're having fun with it. We're taking it head on, embracing it. Obviously, we're still adapting. We're only a few weeks into the season right now. But I think as the season goes on and unfolds, we'll continue to grow and adapt more and more. I mean, with any new team, there's going to be changes. So, but yeah, like you mentioned, Italy was definitely a huge advantage for our team. We got to know Coach Dunn on a personal level. We got to know his coaching style, his offensive and defensive philosophies. So that was a big advantage. It was just overall a good bonding opportunity with Coach Dunn. And I think he got to know us as players a little bit, and we got to know him as a person and a coach. So yeah, it was a fun trip, and I think it'll pay off. So.
Of course, you guys played 4 games?
4 games, yeah.
4 games. I believe you were the leading scorer, 15 points a game, right?
Yeah.
That's what I heard.
Caught fire over there, so it was a lot of fun.
Danny, turning to you, obviously new coach, transitioning to a new offense and everything, new personnel. What are the team's goals and expectations heading into this season?
So obviously we have some long-term goals, some bigger goals, which is obviously going to be to make the playoffs and then take it from there. But I would say our short-term goals are just get better every day. Obviously with the new coaching staff, we have a lot to learn, and just like Alec was saying, it's an adjustment, but so, short-term goals would be get better each day. Obviously, we have a tip-off tournament coming up at Penn State Harrisburg. If we can start off with a win, that would be great, and hopefully come home with the tournament trophy. So I think, it's progressive. Obviously, we want to make the playoffs, but we're going to start with short-term goals, try to knock them off as we go.
And of course, right after that tip-off tournament, lots of games at home inside Bream Gym as well.
Yeah, I think we got 4 straight home games.
Yeah. So, Alec, team personnel, we talk about some of the newcomers coming back, like juniors and sophomores that have had that extra year of development, seniors as well.
Yeah, so obviously a lot of guys were really excited to get after it this summer. I think the biggest thing, just noticing the past couple of weeks, is I think guys really got after it in the weight room. Noticeable changes there. A lot of skill improvement as well, especially shooting. I think guys really worked on their shot over the summer and were lighting it up in practice. So we're really excited about that. But yeah, I mean, I think as a team, we all have a chip on our shoulder. We think we have a lot to prove with the talent we have on this team and, the recent preseason rankings that came out. So yeah, we're looking forward to proving people wrong this year.
And as the team's hashtag this year is, why not? Yeah. Why not us, right? So Danny, with the returners, we also have a lot of new faces as well. Talk about some of the newcomers and the impact they can make this year as well.
Yeah, well, we, as a lot of people know, we have 3 new freshmen, and we also have a junior transfer, Andrew Gardner. And Gardner, obviously, he started in the scrimmage, but coming from a winning program like Wesleyan, who plays in a really high-level conference, I think his experience, playing in the NCAA tournament, being on a winning team is invaluable to our team. Just what he can bring, being a part of a culture like that, and hopefully help apply some of the positives here. So that's going to be huge. And then the 3 freshmen all bring, they're all very different, but bring different things to the game. Jack Rooney played really well in the scrimmage, which was great to see. And Austin Hokinson is a great energy guy, good athlete who's going to be able to help us. And Joey Talaka is another guy who can really shoot the ball and knows how to play the game. So I think they can all, bring something different that can hopefully help us this year.
Alec, turning back to you, we talk about the first years, but we got to talk about the seniors too as well. You specifically, going into your last year, what are some of your goals for the team, your expectations for the team, as well as your own personal goals going into your final season here with the Orange and Blue?
Sure. So from a team perspective, our motto so far this year is, let's just get to the Centennial Conference tournament and let's dance, see what happens. Obviously long-term goals, Centennial Conference champions, NCAA tournament appearance, but we know that's not going to happen overnight, so we just got to keep working. And obviously with this, with a new coaching staff, we have the unique opportunity to build a culture, establish new standards and expectations. So that's another team goal, is to really get this culture rolling for Coach Dunn. Individually, as a captain this year, I just want to be a strong leader, both vocally and by example. I think we have big shoes to fill. Cam, Stewart, and Matt England were great captains for us last year. And also I think it's a great opportunity to be, a captain for the first team of this new era, in which, the culture standards and expectations have to be established.
Now, Danny, you've been on the floor as kind of the floor general, the point guard there, running the offense for your first 2 years. Coach Dunn has pushed for an up-tempo style this year. What do you see how your role changing on the floor this season?
I would say my role is going to be pretty similar. Obviously, if you're the point guard, your job is to initiate the offense. Where it'll be different is in Coach Petrie's system, we had two guards that kind of shared the responsibility of getting us into our offense, and now it's kind of more just on one guard, which isn't necessarily better or worse, it's just different. And obviously playing a lot faster, I think we might be putting up more points, just creating more possessions. I think now as a junior, it's important that I'm a little more aggressive scoring the basketball. But I wouldn't say that's my primary role. My job is to get guys involved, and kind of take what the defense gives me. If I have the opportunity to score, or if I'm feeling it, I'm gonna do that. But if one of my teammates is hot, it's my primary responsibility to get them the ball. So I think ultimately I have a similar role, but I'm just in a different system.
Of course, I think you guys kind of hinted at this too. Going into this new era of basketball, new up-tempo style, different personnel. But is there anything else that particularly makes Gettysburg basketball unique that you would like to point out?
Yeah, I would say I think there's an expectation to win here. I think it's always been a storied program, with Centennial Conference championships and tournament appearances. So it's special in that way. Also, I think we just have the resources to win here. We have top-notch athletic facilities, training staff, the alumni care. So, I think all around it's just a special place to play.
Danny, how about you? How about like off-the-court type stuff?
Yeah, I would definitely say off the court ultimately comes down to the relationships you make and the people you meet. I know some of the guys who have graduated, and obviously the current guys on the team are some of my best friends. And I've seen it with alumni, guys coming back for alumni weekend, just telling stories, going to each other's weddings. I think that's invaluable. That's the best part about sports. And I know at Gettysburg that's, it's inevitable to make those relationships if you remain a part of the team. Just because we consistently have great guys here in this program and guys who want to get to know you and, return the respect you give.
Now, my final question, Alec, this is kind of more directed at you. Been challenging some of the student athletes to competitions this year, the senior captains for the most part. So this year, with basketball being one of my favorite sports, I'm really excited to do this to a sport. Compared to field hockey, where I didn't have any skill set, this will be a little more in my wheelhouse. Would you accept my challenge of a three-point contest this winter alongside the women's seniors as well?
Yeah, let's do it. Absolutely.
All right, you heard that there. Danny, what do you think my chances are against this sharpshooter?
Nothing against you, Corey. I probably, if I were a betting man, would not put my money on you. But, best of luck any given day. You never know.
All right, we'll see how it goes down then. So you heard it here. We're going to have a competition, a three-point challenge later in the semester, probably closer in December when things slow down a little bit, the schedule opens up. We'll have some fun holiday-type stuff we'll be posting out on social media. So stay tuned for the official announcement about that as well. So that does it for the 2018-19 men's basketball season preview. For Alec Warren and Danny Duffy, I'm Corey Jewett signing off for the Bullets.